Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday, which means it is time for another episode of Tuesday Tea with Razzie. I'm just getting back in from out of town, so I'm a little bit tired, out of sorts, and I'm just deciding to keep it simple tonight. So no two cameras. I've only got my tea leaves, and a couple of other decks for clarifiers just in case. I don't think anybody's on yet. So yeah, while we're waiting for people, I wanted to thank my first official sponsor, Mayhem by Nature. For those of you that know me or know of me or have heard me talk at all, you know who Mayhem is. That is my bestie. She is in New York and she has started her own skincare line. Actually, it's more than just skincare. She does soap, she does lotion, she does facial. Oh my god, her scrub and the serum, the facial stuff is so amazing. That is why I look so good. But Mayhem is my official sponsor for this episode, and like I said, she does skincare plus for the edgy misfits. So for those of us who like to look good, but we're not super girly girls, everything doesn't have to be in pink. And for those that are like me, I like looking good, I like feeling good and smelling good and everything like that. But when I go into places like Ulta or Sephora or MAC or anywhere else like that, I get super overwhelmed. And it's just really nice to know that I'm getting something that was, made by hand, not in a big factory, not with a lot of things that I can't pronounce or don't know what's in it. She's really great at making sure everyone knows everything that's in it and any kind of issues that it could bring up in people. But honestly, her stuff is all natural. It's all small batch, so just really amazing products. And she is also literally the one who brought me my tea leaf cards. So these were actually a birthday present from her. Thank you, Mayhem. And as soon as I picked them up, I bonded with them immediately, and it was just really amazing. These are a trip. All of my decks kind of have their own personality, and I bond with them like people. We talk, we have conversations, and these little guys here, they are wild. They are wild. But Mayhem! Speaking of which, Mayhem by Nature is here. I was just talking about you. Notice anything? So here we are with the tea leaves. We're going to start with Mayhem because I think she might be the only one here, and that's okay. So Mayhem, if there is an area in particular you would like to get the tea on, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll just do a general kind of reading for you. Yeah, and then as people trickle in or not, if no one trickles in, you like my pants? You like my pants? I'm trying to do everything justice. Since you're my official sponsor for this episode, I tried to represent the Mayhem. But yeah, so anyone that comes in late or anyone that is here after the live, make sure you check out mayhembynature.com. Yeah, it's amazing. All right, all right, what's this? Parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. Okay, I need to know who this is because this keeps coming up in mine. So hopefully, in fact, let's put this back. I'm gonna salt the deck. Let's make sure we're all clear and stuff. I have been having lots of cards about betrayal. Someone's gonna gossip about me. Someone's gonna tell all my secrets, and I'm like, I got secrets. someone's going to try to make you do something you don't want to do. Like there's this energy that's been around me that is, I don't know what it is, but I've got my antenna on it. But let's see. All right, let's get the tea on mayhem in general. Start me out with flippers and flyers only in 6, not too many, because you know how you do. Not too many. Okay. All right, we're going to get all of these out first. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you flipped. See? Oh. All right, we got to figure out who this is, Mayhem. Yes, I got you, Mayhem. I see you. Nope, no, we're not doing that. I will take the 1. Nope, it's 2. Nope, start over. I know you want to give all the messages, but I got to be able to read it. Okay. 4, 5, 6. All right. Oh, all right. What's this? All right, we'll start here. That's fine. All right, so you got the rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Don't like that at all. Clouds, temporary problems. Rat, someone working against you behind your back. I keep getting this. I keep getting the rat, and then the mice, like trouble with family and friends or something like that. I keep getting that, and it's starting to piss me off. Ooh, the tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Take a chance on something, Mayhem. And then you got beware of great pride. Okay, so I'm putting the rooster, the clouds, and the rat together. Ooh, what popped? The clouds, temporary okay, so even though it seems like that there's something going on here, please remember that all of this is temporary. It's nothing to get overexcited about, or to go in like you do, like you like to, my little Taurus, my little bull. So it's something to be aware of. It's something to be conscious of. It's something to have in the back of your intuition, but it's not something that needs a lot of drama from you or for you. So that kicked out again to remind me that you don't have to take everything so seriously, or have to take everything so far. If somebody's being a rat, then they just won't be a rat, and that's fine. But we know what we do to rats, right? not to get extra mafia on you, but you know what we do to rats. So, if there's any more information on this trio over here, 3, 4. Oh, now you want to be quiet because I don't want to take all your cards. It's okay. Thank you. What's this? Younger woman. Dealings or relationship with a younger woman. 5. Ooh, okay. Scales. Keep your life in balance. Okay. I don't know which one it was, so give it to me again. Okay, thank you. And you got the axe. Forces working against you. Okay, so what I keep getting is that there's somebody that needs to be cut off. And I don't know who it is. There's someone that needs to be cut off, or maybe dealt with. Again, not to sound mafia over here, but somebody need to be dealt with. I have some theories, actually, now that I'm thinking. Since it keeps coming up for both of us, I have theories. Okay. You've got shark. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. And carrot. Opportunity or windfall. Holy shit. Okay, so and this is the reason this is confusing me for you is because you only like two people. Like you don't you don't hold up with an entourage, so it's not like you got a lot of people around you. But I do feel like maybe either maybe unconsciously we're going to be really nice, we're going to be very graceful and say that unconsciously maybe somebody is not wanting the best for you, or is either intimidated or upset by your success, things working out for you, or whatever. And maybe they're just, not hoping something bad happens or hoping that you fail, but kind of like, oh man, why that? Or why this? Or why not me? Or something like that. So maybe that's just just be careful about who's around you or who comes in, because you did have that carrot with the unexpected windfall. I don't remember if did it say unexpected? Well, either way, a windfall. And it might be cautioning you to pay attention to who's around you after that, and make sure that there's not people coming in, because and the thing is, you're so smart. You're not, and you're so intuitive. You're not the kind of person that is going to believe anybody's hype. Like, I don't see anybody coming up to you, and younger woman came out again. Watch out for them young women, maybe. But you're not the type of person that someone's going, you got love. What the fuck? Mayhem. What's going on? But yeah, I don't see anybody like pulling the wool over your eyes. You're way too smart for that. So maybe it's going to come in the form more of kind of like what you were telling me. Someone seems to have the solution to a problem that you have, maybe with business or something like that. But someone seems to have a solution to something, and just be very be very careful and cautious, and just listen to your intuition about that. And if anything bothers you, no matter how good what they're saying sounds, if anything bothers you, it's going to have to be a no for you. So that's really weird. I don't see anybody else in the chat, so I'm actually going to pull my tea leaves. You guys can see how I do it for myself. I'm a little bit different with you guys because the messages are for you. Hey, Danubia. So, Danubia, what do you want the tea on? The messages are a little bit different for you guys than for me. When I'm reading for myself, I know what the messages are, but when I'm reading for you guys, I have to make sure that I am putting it in a way that can be accessible to everyone, in a way that you'll get it, and anybody else that needs the message will get it. So it's just a little bit different when I do mine. A lot more fast paced and a lot more cursing, a lot more fussing with my spirit guides, because that's how we get down. But yeah, Danubia, let me know. Hi, my rose. Danubia, let me know an area of life you want me to check the tea on for you. Same thing with you, my rose. We're doing tea leaf card readings. So if there's an area of your life that you'd like to get the tea on, let me know. Hopefully all the smoke isn't distracting. I have to have my incense though, because today has been a stressful day. Move that over a little bit. But today has been a stressful day, and that just always helps. It just smells really good. Hi, darling. All right. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I try to be the real deal. I do. Every single day I learn more and more. I have been playing with my smoke a lot lately, which is, every single day I've been burning incense. I got out of the practice for a little bit, but I'm getting back into burning my incense and playing with the smoke. I love playing with smoke. I love dancing with smoke, especially. So a lot of times I'll make a little dance out of my smudging ritual. Like I'll have either my sage stick, or I'll have an incense stick, and I'll like dance with it while I'm smudging and everything, and it just feels really good. So yeah. The T to be learned with SB. The lesson to be learned. Okay, I got you. I got you. All right, let's get some T for Danubia. Flippers and flyers. I'm gonna do 6 on each. Okay. I already saw that, but I'm not. We're not talking about that yet. More on the secret admirer. Okay. 2. Goodness, what are these months? All right. 2, 3. Okay. You get 1 more because you're doing too much already. Okay. Now you. Let's do flippers and flyers. Be more conservative, please. I don't want 5 million cards out here. Y'all are wild, though. Messages for your relationship. I got you, Rose. You are definitely next. All right. Y'all are killing me with these months. All right. 2 more. Thank you. Oh, and this one. Okay. Thank you. All right. Let's see what we got. I know the very first card that popped out for you was April. So this month is significant. You also got December and January. So it looks like, well, let me get the rest of your cards before I tell you what it looks like. You've got box. You will receive a gift. Unicorn. Use your intuition to make a beneficial change. Target. A goal-oriented person. Bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem. Lion. Time to act. And teardrops. Great personal sorrow. Okay. So, first and foremost, this little youngin' that's got you all in the tizzy, you need to let that go. I was nice last week because I was on vacation, but we're back home and it is time for Razzie to tell you the real. The little youngin' that's got you all messed up, all Twitter-pated, all in your feelings. I get it, and it's totally okay. But cry it out and move on, because literally there's no time. There's no time. And there's especially no time for you, not because of your age, but because you are too vibrant of a woman to be boo-hooing over something that's not working out for you. Like that's 22-year-old stuff. You know, we've done this. We've done this already. You've gone through all the pain in relationships that you need to go through for a lifetime. So start making it easier on yourself. You know, start making it easier on yourself in love. Love what loves you back. Love what's good for you. Love what makes you happy. Love what's fun. As soon as it stops being fun, you need to be done. Period. There are way too many people in the world for us to constantly be in a state of despair or anxiety over anybody, because there is only one person in this world that you can't live without. And that's you. Only person. I don't care. Parents, children, whatever. Every single person on this earth could leave your life and you would still have a life because you've got you. So, cry it out. But it's time to act. It's time to build a bridge and get over it, you know? And it's going to take the time it takes. Like, I'm not saying right now, but I am saying whoever this is, whoever they are in their current state right now, is not worth your time, and it's not worth your tears or your pain. So that's what I mean when I say get over it. Like, they're not worth all of this pain. And it doesn't mean that they will never be a part of your life. They could continue to be a part of your life, or you guys could get separated and come back together. Anything is possible, but nothing's going to move in with both of you in your current states. So whatever this means for your relationship, if that means a separation, it doesn't have to be forever. But here's the thing, it has to be. And that's the one thing that we haven't been able to grasp on separations yet, especially when it comes to love and romance, because we fixate on, you know, oh no, if I don't hold on to this thing, I'll never get it again, or I'll never get it as good. And if you look at your relationships, you will notice that every single relationship was in some way better than the last one. So that means this next person is going to be better than what you had. And that's our biggest hang up. We're always like, no, I'll never find anyone this good, or this person really gets me, or this person understands my weird quirks, or this person is really great in bed, which that's the hardest one, I know. But there is always someone else, and there is always someone better for you. Not just, you know, someone better, but someone better for you. And all of that is going to depend on your growth and evolution. And you can never stop growing. I don't care who this person is. They can never hinder you from growing or evolving. So when those things come up to a head, something's got to give. And that doesn't mean you can't go past each other and come back around and meet again. That's fine. But right now you're doing this, and this is pain. This is hurt, you know? There's an exchange towards growth. You're impatient. You want to run. You always want to run. Your unicorn says, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So, right now, you're running into a wall. That's how I put it for you. You always want to run, that's cool. But right now, you're running into a wall. You're on a hamster wheel that's running into a wall. So, do what you want with that. But you do have April and then December, January. So, I would say definitely by the end of this year, you're going to feel better about this situation. Right now, you're a little bit too close to everything. You're a little bit too close to the pain of not getting what you want, or the anger of not getting what you want. And that's going to make it a lot more difficult for you to actually have any kind of healthy connection with this person. Because here's the thing. You can always be connected to whoever you want to. You can always be in a relationship with whomever you want, whether they're good for you or not. You have free will. You're not going to be fulfilled, though. You're going to constantly be questioning. You're going to constantly be insecure and wondering. So allow you to have your growth. Allow your SO to have their growth. And it's not even about patience. It's about looking and seeing exactly what is and recognizing what is. Because if you truly recognize, I met him in December and January, we got closer. Okay. Gotcha. So it was the opposite way. I was putting it from April to December, but it started in December, January, and then, April. Gotcha. So April was for where you are right now. You either want to be in this relationship or you don't. Period. That's what it comes down to. So, if you want to be in this relationship, be in it and allow it to unfold as it will. You're not going to be able to rush it because, again, everyone is their own person on their own journey. So you're not going to be able to rush anything that involves any other person but yourself. You're not even able to rush your own growth if you're going to end up missing the point or missing the lesson. You can't rush your own growth in that instance. So you definitely can't rush anyone else's. So if this is a thing about, hey, maybe we're not right. Maybe, we need time to grow or whatever. But whatever it is, it's going to have to take its time because you're dealing with someone else. A relay race can only go as fast as its slowest runner. But I am going to do yours now, Rose. So you just come back and listen to it then. But yeah, Danuvia, I know you and I know what you're doing and you're pushing this thing for whatever reason, whether you're worried about timing, you're worried about age or whatever, because I have a feeling he's younger. You're rushing things and you are trying to make things fit because you want them so badly. And that never works. You're going to end up doing more damage. It's like when you have a delicate piece of machinery and that the battery cover or whatever won't come off and you're just like, and you end up snapping it and breaking it because you couldn't have the patience to do it the way that it needed to with the finesse that it needed. So hopefully those help. All right, your relationship, my Rose. Let's see what's going on with Rose. Give me the T on Rose and love. Okay. 2, 3. Ooh, y'all in these months. All right. I'll take these, but you're done. Okay. Rose. Let's get the T on Rose's relationship. I'm not taking another month from you. No. Okay. I'll take that next. Oh, 3. Okay. And you're done. Y'all always sneaking ones in there on me. Okay. So you came out with November. You came out with February. So I'm going to let you put those months where they belong. November came out first. And then February. You've got snow and wind too. So I'm noticing your pictures here are very wintry looking. So maybe that's significant, especially for where you live. You got beau. You are highly thought of. Very sweet. You got gong, an exciting event. Okay. You got bowl, plenty of material things. All right. You got bird flying, news is on the way. Table, hard work ahead. And kite with vacation. Okay. Now, November and February. So, since you are asking about someone that's already around, November and February might be significant to you in a different way. But we've got this exciting event with news on the way. Hard work ahead. Nope, I'm going to put the hard work ahead with plenty of material things. And then you're highly thought of. Well, you're highly thought of is just period and point blank. You're highly thought of. And then vacation. So I don't know, maybe you're going on vacation in November, February. But I want to pull a little bit more on this news is on the way and an exciting event. Maybe one of these events is happening in either November or February, but there's something significant with your relationship specifically about those 2 months. So give me a couple. No, give me a couple on the table and bowl from this, and then give me what I need for the news and the exciting event. All right. Flippers and flyers. Give it to me in 6. Okay. Okay. Ouch. 4. Sorry, I missed that one. Give it again. 5. Okay. 6. Okay, that's it. All right. Let's see what we got for the news. Woo! Okay, I'm loving this. We got success. Broken ring. The parting of ways in either romance or business. Okay. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Of course it is with the nest. And then the fan with romance, celebration, and party. Okay, so there are a couple of things coming up. So not all of this might be for you, Rose. It might be for somebody else that ends up listening. Now, we've got the gong with an exciting event and bird flying with news is on the way. Then we also have, success and then romance, celebration, and party. So this exciting event, party, there's something coming up. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. There's something coming up. And I think this event actually is yours. I don't think you're going to go to an event. I think this event is yours. But there's something about this event that is going to be really activating in your relationship. You're going to see your person in a different light. You're going to see your person in a different arena. You're just going to see them in a different light. They're going to exhibit some traits, characteristics, or maybe some talents that you didn't know that they had. With this broken ring, the parting of ways in either romance or business, I do not feel anything heavy from this though. So this is a good thing. So that being said, if this is a person that you maybe work with or partner with also in business, I would suggest that that's not a good idea, to keep that very separate. But if you are parting ways, this could just be separate. If you're parting ways with someone in business, because I'm getting a lot of conflicting, there's definitely someone else that's going to be watching that needs these messages. There's going to be a separation, but it's not going to be bad. It's not like a breakup. It's not like, a dissolution or anything like that. It just is. But everything else around it looks so good. So it's not like there's going to be hurt feelings or anything like that. If you are thinking about parting ways with someone, either romantically or in business, do it. You're both going to be better for it. Again, we spent this entire time talking about separation and its necessity sometimes, and it is. We all have to evolve and grow. Period. Nothing can stop it. Now we have our own pace, and we have our own journeys, and we have our own free will. Everybody does. But everyone also has their own growth and their own evolution that they have to go through. So nothing can stop it. And depending on how fast you're doing it, a lot of things might seem to be falling away all at once. So you might start losing a lot of people, or feeling like you're constantly losing people, and you're just simply outgrowing them. You're evolving beyond them and what they could have taught you, because we're all here to help each other. We're all here to support each other, teach each other lessons. And sometimes we go right past a lesson that we were scheduled to learn. But either we learned it, or through our choices, we start to learn it in a different way or from a different person because of our free will. We choose how our lessons come to us based off of our desire and the vibrations that we put out there. So this might be a message for someone who needs to part ways, and letting you know that it is okay. And if you are on the other end of a parting of ways and you don't feel okay about it, because that's definitely something that's coming up. There are going to be people that are going to have to part ways, either in a relationship or in a business. Maybe you lose your job or get fired or something. But either way, there's some parting of ways that if you're not okay with it, I gotta let you know. And I know you don't want to hear this, or maybe this will help you, but it is for the best. I am constantly surprised at the things that happen that seem so awful in the moment, because of my ego, because I'm so angry or hurt or sad. And just to find out, sometimes not even an hour later, like, yeah, that was probably for the best. That was probably a good idea. That I didn't need that in my life. The things that I want that would have been a hindrance, or that would have stopped me for it. Case in point, I'll use myself as an example. There's been, of course, all kinds of things that I've been trying to manifest. And none of them have been working, but as some of them are falling away, I'm realizing that they were at cross purposes with what I wanted, So there was this job that I wanted, and I went after it, and I felt really, really good about it. Like, really good. And, hello, Sierra. And I didn't get it. I didn't get it. And I was crushed in that moment. Crushed. And the crazy part is, I wanted the job, but I wanted it because I knew I'd be good at it. I knew I knew I'd be amazing at it. It was going to have it was going to have a really great salary, and it just seemed like a really good opportunity. It seemed like something that I would enjoy doing, but I wasn't in love with this job. I've had, Sierra, just so you know, I'm pulling tea leaves. So if there's an area of your life you'd like to get the tea on, just put it in the comments, and I'll do you next. But I wasn't in love with this job. This was not my dream job. My dream job is this. I love doing this. I love reading cards. I love doing creative things. So I shouldn't have been as hurt as I was. I really shouldn't have been, because I wasn't that invested. But my ego was just like, you get everything you try for, like you don't, if you get an interview, like, you get the job, and that's part of my perfectionism. That's part of my issues that I'm working on. But as soon as I was able to sit in my feelings, let my ego have its moment, because sometimes you got to do that. I let my ego have its moment, and then I was like, okay, that's what it is. And as I started thinking about it, it was like, if I had gotten that job, I couldn't be doing this, because it would take up so much of my time. And with everything else in my life, it wouldn't have fit. I could have made it work, but the thing that I really love, that I'm really great at, and that I think benefits the most people, this would have had to go away. This would have had to fall by the wayside. So that didn't happen. And now that I've sat with it and allowed myself to have that disappointment, to have the anger, the sadness, the hurt, all the things, the rejection, all of that, once I allowed myself to have it, it was like, okay, so what's next? Because clearly I'm not going to get to do this full time by doing that. And a lot of times we have to learn that the hard way. So if you are on the wrong end of a separation, whether that's family, job, friends, romance, you're talking about work, I got you, Sierra. If you're on the wrong side of a breakup or a separation, please know that it is for the best. It is absolutely for the best. Do allow yourself to have your moment, though, because that's how we process. And when you do have your moment, because this is the thing that worked for me, when you do have your moment, please notice and recognize how much shorter they're getting. Because before, something like this, I'd have been down for a week. Like, I'd have been down for a week. Not just, I'm just kind of bummed. No, I'd have been down, like depressed. There's something wrong with me. I'm stupid. I'm not smart. I'm not talented. I should have known, all this stuff. But, one day of, well, that really sucks. Like, and after that, I'm just like, okay, so what's next? So please recognize your own growth and evolution when you're going through these things that are tough to deal with from an ego standpoint. So, my Rose, I hope that helped you on your hard work, because I wanted to check out your hard work and your plenty of material things. You got Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Success coming out again for you, so that's good. And then Mountain Road. You're on the road to success. So, the theme here is success to everything you're asking about. So yes, the significant other, the relationships, the business, everything's looking good for you, darling. And we will talk later more specifically about your stuff. Now, Miss Sierra, let's talk about work. Let's talk about work. No, y'all are not starting right now. Okay, well, apparently they are starting right now. So the first thing is get back to basics. So whatever it is that you're doing, you're overcomplicating it. Whatever it is that you're worried about, what's that? Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Nice. Okay, so with work, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't. When I say don't try to reinvent the wheel, what I mean is there's always great ways to innovate, but don't make things harder on yourself just to try to be different or to try to seem innovative. Don't make things harder than they have to be. Sometimes just the simplest way is the best way. But let's see if we can get some more information. All right. Flippers and flyers only. Give me more in 6 if you can. 2. Is that 1? All right. 3. That's 1. 4. Did you flip? Didn't. Thank you. 5. Are you done? I'm not taking 2. No. All right, you're done. Okay. Flippers and flyers and 6 on works. The work T for Miss Sierra. 3. You have nothing to say? 4. Okay. 5. Okay. All right. Let's do it again. I got you. Okay. Flippers and flyers. You got 6. Thank you. Okay. Too many. All right, try your cousin over here. 2. Yep, I got you. 3, 4. All right, you're done. I got you. Okay, let's see what's coming out. You got Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. You've got December. December might be significant either to your work, when you started, or it could be a busy time of work. You got Kite with vacation as well. Chair empty, someone is leaving your life. Gong, an exciting event that might be in December. And Cup, you should accept valid criticism. Okay, so we've got get back to basics. Let's see. Get back to basics. We got December. If December is important for any other reason, let me know. But otherwise, I'm going to say that this exciting event in December, you could be getting a new job. I'm thinking, though, that with someone is leaving your life with this chair empty, there might be a position that's coming open, or there's a position you're going for, trying to, there's a position that you want that's becoming available, whether that's with your company, another company, or maybe even starting your own thing. But there's something for you to fill. There's a role for you to fill. But again, getting back to basics, you're overthinking it, or you're trying to be too innovative, too hard on yourself. Especially with the Fox coming up in shrewdness and resourcefulness, you've gone a little bit beyond creative, and now you're making things a little bit more difficult than they need to be. But with that Torch, with your spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding, I'm just going to tell you what I'm feeling right now. A lot of people, especially when they're going through their spiritual journey and their ascension process, if you are currently working for someone else, it can start to weigh on you when when you're conscious and everyone else is not. It can be very difficult to work with other people when you are starting to grow and evolve rapidly and other people are not. However, that being said, even if you are growing by leaps and bounds and evolving spiritually, and things in the physical, or what people call the 3D, things that are mundane, things that are just normal every day, can just really be heavy and annoying, and just like, why can't everyone, think like me and be like me and feel like me? And I get that. However, with all of that being said, there is still valid criticism that people who you feel might not be as awake or evolved as you are will have for you. So allow yourself to hear it, and pick the parts that actually do apply for you, because there are going to be some things that don't. But really getting that discernment about what is true and not, what is real and not, when it comes to kind of navigating between the spiritual life and the physical life. So let me, I want to get more information about this empty chair. Tell me more about this empty chair. What's going on with this? What's this about? 2, 3. Okay. Oh, rooster. Okay. Oh, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. Again. Okay. So you literally got the wheel. Don't reinvent the wheel. You got indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Not a good idea. You also got rooster, arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. And you got club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. So all of this coming out in conjunction with the empty chair. If you are still working for someone else, and I'm putting it like this because when I have general readings like this, I get a lot of different energies. So it'll be messages for the collective. But if you are someone that is working for someone else, you've been having to deal with some boss or employee, a coworker or supervisor that just works your last nerve. And I know what that's like. And you are feeling increasingly out of place at work. You're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to make a decision. I did that. I was no longer able to be my best in my 9 to 5. And so I had to go. Everything, my journey, my awakening, my ascension was really getting in the way because I couldn't reconcile these two, and I knew I needed to pursue my dreams. So if you are that person, that you work for yourself, be careful who you're dealing with. That's a big thing in the collective right now, is really taking a look at who you surround yourself with, whether it's work, whether it's in your personal life, school, whatever. Pay attention to who you're surrounding yourself with, who you're spending your time with, because time, money, energy, these are investment items, and you're either wasting them or you're investing them. So pay attention to who's around you, because when you have this rooster energy, this is someone that is more likely to make you do something you don't want to do. And even if you own your own business, you can get involved. I think, one of the other readings was, make sure that someone is not presenting you with the solution to all your problems, but it doesn't feel good to you, or it's something that you're going to have trouble maintaining or having trouble getting started with. Everything you do has got to fit you. So that's work, love, health, all of the things about you have to be about you. So if you are indecisive, if you are not making these decisions, someone else will make them for you. And it might not be what you want to do. So take control of your own life, your own journey, your own job, your own love. Take control of your life. Take the reins of your own life, because if you don't, someone else will drive it for you. Especially now, we are so deeply entwined in other people's business that has nothing to do with us, and we're constantly telling people how they should live and where they should live and what they should do and what they should wear and what they should eat and what they should think and all of this stuff. And if we're not careful, we're going to be influenced just like everybody else, no matter how spiritually awakened we are, because it's very easy to allow someone else to take over the reins, because this journey is hard. But you cannot allow that, and especially in work, when you're talking about, because with the way we have to spend money, with how much the cost of living is everywhere, I don't care where you are, cost of living is so high. What we do for work is usually going to take up most of our time. So you have to be happy there. Whether or not you work for somebody else or for yourself. If you work for yourself, there is no reason for you not to be happy. But if you work for someone else, there are still ways for you to find happiness and fulfillment, or at least to just be able to let go of some of the ridiculous bullshit that's going on. So hopefully that helps. A lot came out, and I know that there's more people that need some of these messages, but I'm gonna pull a couple more just to see if there's anything more about work. Come on, I want something from you. I know you got something for me. All right, woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. So maybe this is someone's boss, coworker, employee, whatever. Just that acknowledgement or confirmation. Oh, good, helpful. Yay, I like when I'm helpful. So that might just be a confirmation for somebody, but it's tough when you feel stuck with work. Because again, we all have to work. So it's very important to be able to keep control of your own energy. So definitely doing grounding meditations, or at least have a practice that you can do within 5 minutes. I suggest that to everybody. Find a practice that you can do within 5 minutes that gets you more back to a baseline of calm. Even if you can't be okay with what's happening, you can be calm about it because you can't you can't always help your reaction. That's it's instant, but you can help your feelings. You can figure out how you need to feel about something. Not necessarily how you do feel about something in that moment, but how you need to feel about it in order for you to go forward, because that's the only thing that matters. Like, how you feel about something is only for you to be able to progress, and whether that's progress toward it or progress past it, progress away from it, whatever. But your feelings are what leads you in your progression. So feel however you have to feel in order to either move toward your goal, move away from your problems, or, move out of your own way sometimes. So the last card that came out was Dolphin. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So that's good. We always get what we give. So if you're putting in the work, you're putting in the good vibes, the good vibration, it's going to work out for you, whether that's in a company or whether that's doing your own thing. It is going to work out. You just gotta keep remembering that you've put things in your escrow. You've got to keep remembering that you put things up there in the past that have come to fruition. There are things that you've done in the past that, had a result. And you have to keep remembering those and remember that things are coming, a result is coming. And you know what you've put in, we know the work that we've done. We know what we've exhibited. We know what we can expect to return to us. And if that feels like something good and you know it, just know that it will return to you. The timing, that's a different thing. I still fight with my team about that, but everything's going to work out. Everything's going to work out and it's going to be good, but you're going to have to keep your wits about you and you're going to have to make decisions. It is so important, even if you work for somebody else, and this is a really important message. If you work for someone else in someone else's company, you are still allowed to ask for what you want and need. I'm going to say that again. Even if you work for somebody else, work in somebody else's company, you are still allowed to ask for what you want and need. Whether that's more salary, whether that's more assistance, whether that's more clarification, whether that's more time. The vacation card came out. Some of y'all might need vacation time. Some of y'all might need to take a little break, and that's okay. And it doesn't have to be a planned vacation. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be a sick day. You can let your employers know that you need mental health days. Now, I know that there's a lot of companies out there that don't, they don't truck with that. They don't recognize that. That's not a thing that they do. And that's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay. It's their right. I should say that it's their right to do that or not do that. But that just means that you need to go somewhere where they can. And I know I'm saying that and it sounds flippant, but I promise you it is that easy. I promise you it is that easy. Most of us don't even attempt it though. And that's the problem. Most of us don't attempt to voice or ask for what we want or need because we're afraid it's going to be an automatic no. Or maybe we just automatically assume that everything we want and need is a no because growing up, it always was. I get it. I was the same way. No, I don't ask for anything because there is nothing to have or to be given, So I got used to not asking. And what I found was when I did ask, things moved really quickly. And it even the things that didn't get where I wanted them, they went somewhere. Like they moved. I worked 7 years in a job where I didn't get more money unless the government said, hey, we're going to give all of you more money. It wasn't a thing to just be like, hey, I want a raise. That wasn't a thing for me. Now, I could have at any point in that 7 years gone and said, I need a raise. I want a raise. I'm worth more than this. Do you guys see what I'm doing? Do you guys see what do you guys see what I'm doing here? I deserve to be paid a fair compensation for this. And I just never did. Every time someone would have to go to bat for me and I was always like, oh, wow, that's Yay, that's awesome. Because I was just used to not getting. I was just used to not receiving, not having anyone look out for me. And so I never looked out for myself. And that was my fault, you know? Like I got to a point where I said, "Okay, I need more money." And honestly, what came back wasn't what I wanted. But guess what? It was more money. It was more money. And in a year and a half, I I think I probably kicked up my salary by like 15, 18%, which is huge for that amount of time. And it was simply because I had never asked before. I had never asked before. Now, did I end up leaving that job? Yes. But still, it wasn't even about the job. It wasn't about the money. It was about me and looking out for me and doing what's best for me and being there and being my own advocate and saying, this is what I want. This is what I need for my life. And it had nothing to do with whether or not I thought they could provide it, whether or not I thought they would, whether or not I thought they should. None of that. It was simply about, this is what I need for me. And putting that out there in the universe and letting it go and just saying, okay, now go get it, Lycos. Like, let's see what echoes back, you know? And it's not going to be an instant process. You know, it's not like you're going to just walk in and say, I need more money. And then, you know, they're going to say, yeah, we're going to give you 20% or whatever. Or they're going to say no. And then some big fat guy with a mustache and a cigar is going to walk in and say, well, I need a, you know, personal assistant and I'm willing to pay you $5 million a month. You know, like, it's not going to be instant, but you will never get it if you are not looking out for yourself, and not looking out for yourself to the detriment or above everything and everyone else, but just simply looking out for yourself. Because again, if you don't make those decisions, someone else will make them for you. I went years not getting paid what I deserved just because I was constantly allowing someone else to make that decision for me, to make that choice for me. So ask for what you want. You need vacation time, you know, you need a temp worker, you need a VA, you know, like if you're doing your own business, do you need someone to do your website? Do you need someone to, you know, whatever? Figure out what it is that you need, ask for it, and figure out what you're willing to do for it, you know, because it's true, you know, nothing's for free. Even the things that you get now that are a surprise, that feel really good and feel like manifestation, it's all just a result of what you've already put in. The seeds you've already planted and watered and nurtured in the past. That's what that is. When you finally get your vibration right, then it's like, okay, all those things that I wanted that were a match for this, that were a fit for who I am now, can now come to me. And that's all that manifestation is. You know, it's like, it's that final, that end game. And you've got to be willing to ask. You've got to first decide what it is that you want. And don't let anything stand in your way, including your own fear and your own ego. You know, some of you want to start a business right now. Okay. Start making the plans. And this is not me saying, okay, go quit your job, start a business, and, you know, throw caution in the wind, just leap off the building and the universe will catch you. Like, I'm not saying that, because I know, like, I live here in this world. I know how things go. I get it. But you gotta ask, you gotta try for it. And if you're willing, you know, think about it. What is it that I want? How far am I willing to go for it? What would I be willing to give up for it? You know, you want to start your own business? Okay. Are you willing to give up some sleep? Are you willing to give up some of the comforts that you've got because you're not going to necessarily have a steady income? What are you willing to do for the money? You know, these are all the things that you have to decide for, because again, if you don't, someone else will, whether that's, you know, your parents or your significant other or, you know, your boss, whatever. Someone's going to make that decision, because no matter what, we can't stay still. We can't not grow. We can't not evolve. So when we stop making those decisions, when we stop taking an active role in our own growth, evolution, ascension, and spiritual journey, that's when everything exterior to us starts prodding on us to make us do something, to make us move or grow or evolve. So that was a lot, but I didn't go past the hour, so that's good. Thank you everyone that showed up. Again, if you're here, check out Mayhem by Nature. Check out my girls' products and everything. They're really great. They're amazing. They smell fantastic. I think I put a video like probably a couple years ago, but one of the first orders I ever got from her, when I went to my mailbox, there were bees around my mailbox because they could smell it. And she has this one scent called Lemon Jacket. No, Yellow Jacket, sorry. But it's a lemony scent. And just like lemon and honey, it's just such a citrusy, yummy scent. And the bees were all around it, thinking that, you know, there was just all the nectar in my mailbox. So I had to fight bees to get to my mailbox. And then when I opened my mailbox, got the package out and walked to my house, the bees were literally following me. Like, I felt like Snow White. It was so great. Like, the bees were following me, not, you know, and I was just like, oh, they think I'm their queen. And then I had to run in the house so they couldn't come in. But still, her stuff is amazing. So definitely check her out. And I will be back on next Tuesday. In the meantime, what do I have coming up? The 16th, I believe, is my next New to Woo workshop. And we're going to be talking about altars. So if you are interested in that, just check out the workshops on my website and you'll be able to sign up for that on April 16th. Other than that, I will be back here on Tuesday, and in May, I will be starting my first cohort of the iGaia series. And iGaia is my program for women of color. Just a safe place to process your spiritual journey in the lens of being a woman of color, especially in America. So, because just from my personal experience, this journey hits different when you're Black. I'm just going to say that for me personally. There's a lot of layers and nuances, and there's so much subtext when you are a woman of color, especially in America, while having to go through this spiritual journey. We have things like identity and expectations and cultural expectations, the familial expectations, where you're from, how you're seen as a woman of color, what that means for how you show up in the world, and how to get yourself back to that natural state of divinity that you always have been, but haven't always been able to express as a woman of color. So make sure to check that out. That is also on my website. In the meantime, I hope everyone has a beautiful rest of their week, and please know that you are safe, you are valuable, you are valued, you are loved, and you are absolutely 100% just the way you are enough. I hope you have a wonderful night. Bye, guys.